Good morning, students. Today our topic is plotting with PyPlot. In this lecture, we are going to discuss about line chart. As we know that Matplotlib is a library used for that purpose. So, first of all, let us revise some important points regarding to plotting with PyPlot. First of all, data visualization. Data visualization refers to the graphical or visual representation of information and data using visual elements like charts, graphs, maps, and so forth. And what is Matplotlib? Matplotlib is a Python library that provides many interfaces and functionality of a 2D graphics, two-dimensional graphics. And Matplotlib library is a pre-installed with Anaconda distribution. So if you want to use Matplotlib library, just to use Anaconda distribution for that purpose, and you can easily access different Matplotlib functions or methods. In short, you can call Matplotlib as a high-quality plotting library of Python. And second is PyPlot. What is PyPlot? PyPlot is a collection of method with Matplotlib, and we can also call that PyPlot is nothing but only the interface. So Matplotlib is a library, PyPlot is a interface, and one of the interface of Matplotlib, and different functions or methods. Different methods are the part of PyPlot. So if you want to use PyPlotlib and Matplotlib, just write matplotlib.pyplot. The method name, so you can easily access that method that belongs to the Matplotlib using the interface PyPlot. So let us see some basics of simple plotting. Some commonly used chart as, first of all, line chart. Line chart, as we know that a chart which displays information as a series of data points called the markers connected by a single straight line. So different points are there. In this case, you can easily see that different points are there, and these points shows x and y coordinate, and these points are connected to each other, so make a line that is represented by a line chart here. So line chart is nothing but only the connections of different points which represents x and y coordinates. So here you can easily see that different lines are there, makes a line chart here. And bar chart, so bar chart, it represents categorical data with rectangular bars with height and or length proportional to the values that they represent. You can easily see that these are the different bars here. So different bars, basically you can easily see that in this diagram there is a representation of favorite type of movies, and there is a five different classification: comedy, actions, romance, drama, and sci-fi. And in y-axis, there y-axis number of peoples, y-axis represent number of peoples here. So x-axis represent types of movie, and y-axis represent number of people. So we can easily access the information regarding to that. We can easily see that 4 peoples like comedy type of movies, so using this bar chart, green bar chart. So action movies, you can easily see that 5 persons like action movies. Romance movies, 6 persons like romance movies, and 1 person like drama movies, and sci-fi 4 persons like sci-fi movies. So that is the information that is represented by the bar chart. The bar chart basically contain the different bars, and these bars are of the different color or maybe of the same color, and the length of the bar chart represent the values. So this is the bar chart. And third is the scatter chart. The scatter chart plot is similar to the line chart, but it is represent only the data points. So in scatter chart, only there are the data points, and no lines are the no single line is there. So there is only points there which represent x and y coordinates only. So it is compared, when we compare it to the line chart, so we can say that there is no line in scatter chart. There is only dot points, or there is no line in case of scatter chart. You can easily see that. So these scattered points basically represent some data values. So you can easily see that these represent different items sold in that case. Line chart using a plot functions. So if you want to just draw a line chart, then for this purpose a plot functions is used. So for that purpose, there is an example discussed on a screen. A is equal to 1 2 3 4 and B is equal to 2 4 6 8. These are the two lists here, 1 2 3 4 and B is equal to 2 4 6 8. So these are the two lists here. And if you want to plot a line between these two lists or different data values regarding to these lists, so now to plot a line chart for all values of a list, versus values of a v. So first of all, just write import matplotlib. Import is a keyword used to import library here is matplotlib. Then pyplot is the interface here, and then keyword as, and after that we can give an alternative name given to matplotlib.pyplot. So whenever we want to use matplotlib.pyplot, we just write pl in place of matplotlib.pyplot. So it takes using this, our work is we found our work is very easy. So just write pl in place of matplotlib.pyplot. So if we want to print a line between a and b, so just write pl dot plot. Pl represent here matplotlib.pyplot because it is the alternative name for that, and dot plot is a function name, and ab, so a line will be drawn between different data points regarding to a and b. A and b are the list here. So if you want to put the label of x-axis, the horizontal axis as some values, and y-axis the vertical values as double values, then we can just use the different functions here, x label and y label. So just write pl x label. Now the label x axis name some values and y axis name double values here. So x label and y label are the two functions used for representation of the x axis and y axis here. And then just write pl plot ab. So line will be plotted between a and b according to the axis a and x, according to the values given in a and b list. Next, line chart using plot functions. So using line chart, you can applying various settings the plot functions such as the color, line style, marker type, marker size. So these are the different types of setting you can apply on a line. So different characters for colors are B, G, R. B represent basically blue color. So you can write color name also, but if you don't want to write a full color name, then just use the character B in place of the blue. And similar in case of green, just write G, and for red color it is R, for magenta it is M, for yellow it is Y, for black it is K, for cyan it is C, and W for white. So these are the different characters which represent different colors. And first of all, just try to remember these all characters because these are the shortcut of these colors names. So if you want to color a line, then you can use any color out of them. But if you forget that color name, if you forget the character name for that color, you can just use the full color name. And if you want to use a shortcut for that, then just write that character name for that color. So there are two possibilities: just write the full name of that color, or you can just write a single character for that color. Next is line style or solid line. These are the different line styles here. These line styles are solid. These may be dashed or dash dot or dotted. So these are the different lines. Okay, so you can use one of them. So by default it is a solid line, but you can use a dash dot or dotted line. These are the other options for the line style. And there are different markers of the plotting also. These markers basically provide different marker styles, such as S is used for a point marker, and dot is used for the point marker, sorry. S is used for the square marker, and pixel marker, that is the color. Circle marker, O is there. Plus marker, plus is there. Diamond marker, you can use D. Okay, these are some important marker styles. Star marker, you can just write star. Hexagonal marker, you can write H. For hexagonal, there are two types of marker: hexagonal marker and hexagonal 2 marker. You can use small h and capital H as well as. In down marker 1, in up marker 2, 3 marker left, 4 in right marker, B in triangle down marker. So these are the different marker styles. You can use one of them. By default it is dot or point marker. So remember the shortcut for these types of marker types. Now you can easily see that there is a program which show a line chart here. So just use PLT. Here we just assume that we import already matplotlib library. So just first line is import matplotlib.plyplot as PLT. Then in the second line we just write PLT dot plot, and in plot function first of all you just write P and Q, the data values, different data values. P and Q are the list here, two different lists here, and then K, color, then marker D, and then marker size 5, and then marker age color. You can also set the marker age color. You can easily see that marker age color is red here. And after that, if you just execute this program, then this is the output of this program. You can easily see that here line color is black, marker type is a small diamond, okay, marker size is 5 points, and marker color is red. Or you can also change the marker age color. If you don't mention these color name, marker size, marker age color, then these values are considered as a default value. So the parameter which is required is P and Q, means the name of the list by which you can easily draw a line here. So here different attributes are used here, that is the color of the line, marker, type of the marker, marker size, or marker age color. You can easily see here. You can make this program by changing the different attributes of different parameters values for this program. K represent basically black color, always remember that. Now you can easily see that same program is here, but different parameters values. You just use plt.plot P and Q here, and then color is R. Actually we just write R plus here, okay. So what is the meaning of R plus? Here line color and marker styles combined, so it makes a so markers takes some same color as line. It means marker color takes same color as line. So this is represented by, you can see here, R plus. Then line style is solid. So when you just write R plus or K plus, it means that marker takes same color as a line here. So you can easily see that red color is there, and also the marker color is also red in that case. So that is the representation of a line using different color, and marker color is also red because we just write R plus. So that is another type of representation. You can use both the line color and the marker color as same, then just write R plus here. So R means red, and plus indicates that marker color is same as that of the line color. And here's another example. You can easily see that the line is red but the marker color is black here. So for that purpose, what we can do here, so just write plt.plot. PLT is a basically name for matplotlib.pyplot, and so we just write PLT in place of matplotlib.pyplot. After that plot function, then PQ, then R plus, and then comma sign is here. Here marker color separately specified, so you can specify marker color here, okay. So line style is solid and marker age color is blue. So you just write comma sign in place of this. So here in this case marker color is different when we compare it to the marker color. Now let us take all these three examples. In this first we can see that the marker color is black, and the marker line color is black and marker color is red here. Second case we can see that R plus is, we can use just R plus, so line color and marker line style is combined, so marker color same as color, so marker takes same color as line. In line number 3 you can easily see that here marker color separately specified. So marker color separately specified, so you can easily see that marker edge color is black here, so that's why you can see here marker color is black here and line color is red here, because in this case we separately specified marker edge color. You can see the direction of the arrow which shows a marker edge color. So in this case marker edge color is red and marker color is black, because marker edge color is defined by R plus, and but we just defined marker edge color is equal to B, so that will be represented by a black sign because we defined it as separately. So that is another representation. And what we do in this case, just write plt.plot pqro. Okay, so there are only three parameters. P and Q are the basically are the two different list here. So line is drawn between two lists of P and Q, and then RO. R is basically different represent red color, and O is also there. So O is basically a symbol. So if you not specified the line style, okay, argument separately along with the line color and mark style color, R plus or BO etc., Python will only plot the marker and not the line. So that is very important point. If you don't use line style argument, so line style argument is compulsory to draw a line or to draw a line chart, and if you don't mention line style argument, then you can easily say that it is a scatter chart. So you can draw a scatter chart using a plot function also. So we can also say that because there is no line at all, only the points are there and these points are not connected to each other, and R represent basically here red color, and O basically represent the type of the marker. So type of the marker is O here, and you can easily see that the command is plt.plot pq comma r. So plt is basically refers for the matplotlib.pyplot here. So in place of matplotlib.pyplot we just write plt. Plot is a function, so we just write plt.plot, because if we want to access any function or method regarding to a matplotlib library, we just write name of the library, then name of the method belongs to that library. So matplotlib is a library, pyplot is a function, pyplot is a basically interface, and plt is a method. So we just write plt.plot, and in parentheses we just write p comma q. P and q are the two lists given here, and comma ro basically R represent red color and O represent type of the marker here, and we don't use any line style argument here. That's why there is a no line in this case, and basically it is a scatter chart here. So if you do not specify the line style argument separately along with the line color and marker style string, that is R plus or BO etc., Python will only plot line markers and not the lines. That is a very important point, and that is the output shown on screen. Now there is a small program here. First of all, if we just write import numpy as np. Numpy is a library, and np is the alternative name given to that library. And the second library is matplotlib.pyplot. Matplotlib is the name of the library. Pyplot is one of the interfaces of matplotlib. So we just write matplotlib.pyplot and as plt. So whenever we just want to use matplotlib.pyplot, we just use plt in place of matplotlib.pyplot, and then we just use a variable a is equal to np.arrange 120 1.25 and b np.log a. So what is the function of what is the use of arrange method? Arrange method basically start from value 1. You can easily see that the output, and goes up to the last value. It means up to the 20, and there is an increment of 1.25. So first value is 1, and 1 plus 1.25 is 2.25 here. You can easily see that 1 is here, 2.25 is here, then 3.5, because 2.25 plus 1.25 is 3.5 here, and the last value is 19.75, means less than 20. So these are the different values of a here, and different values of b here can be calculated using np.log a. So logarithm of all values can be calculated here. So log of 1 is 0, and then second value regarding to the log 2.25 is 0.81093022. so these are the different 20 values are there regarding to the b. So different a and b values are given here. Now if we just want to plot a function between these two lines, so just write plt dot plot ab. So line will be drawn between a and b, between different values of a and b. Now there are, we can easily see that 20 different values are here. And if you want to give the name of the x-axis, so just write plt dot x label, and then of the x-axis is random values, and name of the y-axis is logarithm values. So we just write plt dot y label logarithm values, and then finally plt dot show to show the output. Without plt dot show we are not able to show the output of the this program. So we just use plt dot show for that purpose, and you can easily see that that is the output, and that is a line, curved line here. You can easily see that because this line is made by joining different points of x and y of a and b, and there are 20 different points here. So this is the output you can easily see on a screen. That is a line, and that no color is mentioned, so default color is there, blue color is there. And always remember that without plt dot show you are not able to show, you are not able to see the output. So just write plt dot show at the end of the program. So it is useful to show the output, and you can easily see that this is the x label and this is the y label. And this is another program here. If we just use cp is equal to np dot cos a, so np is basically refers to numpy library, and cos is a function defined in np or numpy. So c is there, c is equal to np dot cos a. So take the find out the value, find out the cos a, and then there is a plot of a line a and b and a and c. So there in this diagram you can easily see that there are two different line segments, or two different lines are plotted. So first line is plotted between a and b, you can easily see that, and second line is a and c, and a and c is nothing but only the np cos a. So cos a, np is the name of the library numpy. So cos a, different cos a values are there, and line style is dash dot. So we here use just line style here, different line styles there. So two different line styles are there, and finally plt dot show which show the output. So two different lines are here, one is between a and b and second is between a and c, and type of second line style is dash dot. So dash dot is there, so using this you can easily print different line styles. Now let us take the third diagram again. Here you can see that np cos a, plt dot plot a and b. So here the only difference is that we just use bo, and line style is dash dot. Dash dot is here, so line style is changed and bo is there. Okay, so representation is little bit different as compared to the previous one. You can easily see that the line is drawn between the point a b and between the point a and c. Here you can easily see here b and o. So blue color is there, you can easily see that blue color is there. This is the blue color, and point are marked by O, different O sign is there, circle O is there, and color is blue. In previous case we can see that color is red, okay, but in this case color is blue because we intentionally use B here. So same value but different representations here. In previous case we just used dash dot, and in this case we also use dash dot but with BO. So color is changed and representation is also changed. Here circle is there, O is sign of O is there to represent different marks. So that is the point number 3. Same line or same representation between A and B and between A and C, but using different types of representation here, and because here we just use BO. Now there is a program to show the line chart. This is a program here to show the line chart. First of all, import matplotlib.pyplot as PLT. So PLT gives the alternative name to matplotlib.pyplot here, and then after import numpy is a NP. NP is alternative name given to numpy. After that we just use 0, 10.1. So counting start from 0 and goes up to 10. 10 is not included in that case, and there is an increment of 0.1 here. And then y1 is calculated as np.cos x. So different values of x are there, and we calculate cos x for that. And then y2 np.sin x. So we take different values of x from np.arrange 0, 10.1, and according to that sin x will be calculated. So first function is a line chart, and you can easily set between the x and y1, and here we just take the color green. You can also take the same character G also, but here we just write the full name, and then take the line style, that is a solid in that case, and marker D means diamond, and marker size 8, and marker edge color is red. So we just take different parameters values to represent different lines here. And then plt.plot x, y2, color is red, line style is dashed, marker is plus, marker size 7, and marker edge color is black. So totally different parameters value. In second line we just take the color name red, and line style is dashed. In previous case we just take line style solid, and here marker size is plus. In previous case we just take the marker size marker symbol as D means for diamond, but in this case we just use the plus. In previous case we just use the marker size 8, but in this case we just use marker size is equal to 7. And then marker edge color is red here, but in this second case marker edge color is black here. So two different lines. So between the x and y and y1, and between x and y2, means between x and cos x and between x and sin x is there. Then if you want to give the label or name the label of x, then you just use plt.x label imx, and if you don't want to give the label of y, then just use the plt.y labelimy here. So these are the name of x-axis and y-axis. And if you want to show the title of the chart, or if you want to give the title of that chart, so just use title function or title method for that purpose. So just write plt.title. Okay, and within parentheses write your parenthesis sign, you can just give the name of the title. So name of the title in this case is with labels, and then after just show, then just last command is plt.show, which show the output on your screen. So this is a program which show two different lines, that lines between x and cos x, and y and sin x, with label, with x-axis name x label, and with y-axis name y label, and the title of the this diagram or plot is with labels. And then after we just use plt.show to show the output, and that is the output of this program. You can easily see on the screen. That is the output of the that is the output shown on the screen, green and red. So basically green is used between x and cos x, So green line basically you use the x chart drawn between x and cos x, and red is just to show the x and sin x. The y value of y is sin x in that case. So there are two different lines are there. Now I hope you are able to draw different line segments using matplotlib library. So these are the different functions, different attributes, different parameters values given to matplotlib library. So try to execute this program and give different parameters value for different line and to represent different line segments. Thanks for watching this video.